Practice rained out yesterday. This is the first time the trucks have been on track, and we are racing at Pocono in the regular season finale. Zane Smith and Chandler Smith on the front row. Who's going to be the first to make it to turn one?
We saw Zane get that early jump, but that allowed Carson Hocevar in the 42 to give a good push to Chandler Smith and pushed him out front. These are such long straightaways. It's important to have help on these restarts to get a good jump into turn one.
A really tidy start, initial start too, for these guys. As Trevor said, one of the trickiest corners in really all of racing. Watch Zane Smith now move to the inside to try to grab that lead.
Caution is out. An accident in turn two. Caution is out. Well, that tunnel turn, we talked about it in pre-race, and the bumps that really make that a challenging corner. And Jack Wood, the rookie in that 24 truck for GMS, had some contact. And looking at the 24.
Just a little bit of a wiggle on entrance. Trevor, you talk about you want to be back in the throttle really before the apex of the corner. And when we're talking about being on the splitter, we may be talking about 1/8 of an inch, maybe all, as we go green here.
Back to green at Pocono.
Fanning out 5 wide as we get back to rows 5 there.
Jockeying for position, but it's still Chandler Smith taking it into turn one with the lead. Zane Smith right there for second, and oh, it's so tight going through these turns 2 and 3 wide.
And they wanted to maximize that here this weekend. Talking to Christian Eckes, he said these wholesale changes, it leaves a lot of questions because we don't know how they're going to respond, having not had practice and not had qualifying, and now the caution's back out.
Yeah, it's Dean Thompson in the 40 truck, 20-year-old from Anaheim, California. As you see Thompson down there underneath the 44 of Chris Wright, and boy, fortunate there that Tyler Hill in that 5 truck was able to avoid Thompson.
Looked like Dean had to chase it up the hill a little bit, and he finally had to turn the steering wheel to avoid running into his teammate.
We told you in the open, Enfinger still is not locked into the playoffs. He cannot have a disastrous day today and just assume that he's going to make it in. He came into the final race of the regular season 9th in the playoff spot, and of course 10 get in. But as you see, Grant, he's got to be panicking a little bit inside, I would imagine, at this point with the
see him waving his arms.
Like, get out of the way. I gotta go.
6 to go. Make it 5 when they cross the line in stage 1.
See Stuart Friesen pushing on Zane Smith there, getting him a little bit loose, and Carson Hocevar pushes Chandler Smith out the lead, jumps to the bottom.
Wow, that was not much of an opening, and Hocevar just dove right into it. Chandler Smith keeps the lead, and Eckes has gone up into that 2nd spot.
Well, those trucks out locked up. He pushed them both by Zane Smith. Now John Hunter's going to fade to the top just a little bit and open himself up for a 3 wide with trouble.
Todd Bodine has gone around and into the wall. And
big hit.
Yeah, this time Tyler Hill was not able to avoid it, and Jack Wood is in that as well.
The one inside got us. One just clipped us in the right rear.
Oh, significant damage to the tail end of that 62 of Todd Bodine.
There's Todd right there in the blue Camping World Toyota.
Todd had made some good progress before this happened.
Looked like Haley Deegan maybe squeezed Todd a little bit. Haley was in that 1 truck. It just got tight down there. They were 3 wide, and
you're going through that corner 2 and 3 wide. There is not much room for error. We've seen some guys get away with it already in these early laps, but not that time. Blaine Perkins in the 9 underneath Bodine.
Yeah, just out of real estate there for everybody.
Yeah, I don't think Haley realized that she was the top of 3 wide, and she squeezed Todd down, and the 9 of Blaine Perkins was there.
Coming to the green-white checker under caution, and mentioned before we went to the break that Chandler Smith would be the stage 1 winner.
What a cool win for Bob Jenkins, who's been a long-time Cup Series owner with his team at Front Row, and now to get a a regular season championship in the Truck Series. I know he's had a ton of fun being an owner in this series over the last couple of years.
Well, for the number 19 of Derek Kraus, they're going up with the track bar just one turn. He said they're not completely happy. He said the truck is completely raceable. They're hoping that it's going to come to him. And this is what he talked about pre-race. He said stage by stage, we have to take it one step at a time. Can we win the race or can we get some points? Right now, they're trying to get the truck in a position where they can even fight for those points.
Stage 2 underway at Pocono for the Camping World Truck Series, and Chandler Smith, the Stage 1 winner, leads them through turn 1. Out front, Carson Hocevar and Christian Eckes will side-by-side battle for second. Starting to sort itself out a bit now as you see the 17 of Ryan Preece, winner his last time out, grabbing a position from Matt Crafton.
No huge surprise to see that 17 of Ryan Preece run up front. Seems like he's run well every single time he's been in that truck.
They have made a couple of changes to adjust for the sun being out now, Josh.
And the 18 of Chandler Smith, it's been a good truck for him all day long, just a little tight in 3 and battling a little free in some of the other turns. So they gave him 4 tires and they'll get him some fuel as well, guys.
Brand new truck, the 18, Danny Stockman and Chandler Smith bringing to this race today, and it has been, I think they've hit on something because he has really been the class of the field.
Because now they have to pit at the end of the stage.
There's our leader, and that is Christian Eckes, Stage 2 winner. Tyler Ankrum right there behind him, and then Crafton and Nemechek 3rd and 4th in this stage. Nemechek ends up getting it right at the line.
One of the biggest concerns that he has right now is the heat. His team going over the wall to give him an ice bag to put behind his back, giving him some fresh water. No real adjustments to the truck, just a gas and go for Matt Crafton as he remains inside the top 10. He was thinking about the points. They said, get the math out of your head. We'll do that. You just drive. For Christian Eckes in the 98, he said he is on the splitter. He said at the end of that stage, he got tight. He couldn't run outside of the upper groove, and they were going to adjust the air pressures for him.
Chandler Smith on the outside and the 17 of Ryan Preece inside. The 3rd and final stage of the regular season finale underway from Pocono.
Second row did a great job getting to the bumper of the first row here to push him out. Everything looks calm almost.
For a while.
That doesn't look calm to me, Trevor.
At least for 2 rows, Ben.
Heim and Hocevar fighting for 3rd. Looks like Heim's going to get it. Well, they battled, but finally Preece secured it.
Really using that top lane. It's not often you see him use the outside to make that pass. Huge run off of turn 1 here to clear Chandler.
Chandler thought about jumping to the outside himself, but Ryan said, no, I'm going to cover that spot.
And here's why we are under caution. There you see the 12 of Spencer Boyd going around and bringing out the caution.
It may not work out that way. You see the turn 1, and it's easy to jump out of line there.
14 laps left at Pocono.
KBM train staying in line though. See Ankrum being the first one to jump to the bottom.
Chandler Smith gets the lead. Heim looking to jump up and challenge for 2nd, but it looks like Preece is going to secure that spot.
That was well executed by KBM right there.
Brand new truck for this 18 team. Danny Stockman has brought for his driver Chandler Smith, and Smith has made it pay off for the 2nd time this season. Chandler Smith is a winner in the Camping World Truck Series.
This continues that KBM dominance. 7 out of the last 8 races won by this team. No practice might have played to their favor this weekend with the weather early, but now they've got a checker flag to take home.